People, how are we? How's it going? I've just filmed 13 minutes of video. Uh, this exact video, in fact, and come to find out, my mic wasn't switched on. The pain. Anyway, AJ Wilder looks like it's set for Saudi Arabia, December. Hasn't been confirmed. Probably do another take on this when it is confirmed, if it is confirmed. But here we are, 3 years too late, isn't it? Really. But wow, shouldn't complain. It's two top five heavyweights going at it. It's AJ, it's Wilder, it's number three, number four, maybe two and three, maybe two and four. Don't know how you got it. Maybe lower, but two top five heavyweights going at it. Which is in today's day and age is great. I think given we're seeing AJ Wilder in December, it just shows what we all knew, that Fury got away with shitting the bed again, because he has. You know, Usyk come out and said, "Yep, I want to do it." The undisputed fight. Wilder's come out and said the same thing. AJ's come out and said the same thing. Up for this massive super card in Saudi Arabia in December. For some reason, it's only AJ Wilder that's been sorted. Well, isn't that because Fury, the guy who's come out and said, "Oh, it's not true"? It's funny that, isn't it? And he keeps getting away with it. I think less so recently. He has been being caught up on it recently, which is great to see. But just still a joke, still a shame that he's ruining it for the fans. And hey, what are you gonna do? Pardon me. We'll focus on the good, shall we? AJ Wilder looking set for December in Saudi Arabia. I think great, fantastic. I think Wilder goes in the favourite. I think he must. But you know what? I think AJ went in the favourite. I think 3 years ago, if we'd have seen this, AJ would have been the favourite. I think AJ was the unified and both undefeated, of course. AJ was unified. And this is the other thing, like 3 years too late. They both lost their belts. It's not undefeated like it should have been 3 years ago. They both lost their belts. They both lost their O's. They were both undefeated fighters. Now they're both coming off the back of two losses. Well, of course, they've got one win, but lost two of their last three. I mean, they both have three losses, let's be honest. Wilder lost that first fight to Fury. But coming off the back of a couple of losses, trying to get some momentum again, and yeah, they haven't got their O's. It's not undisputed. I still think it's the biggest fight in boxing at the moment. I think obviously you got the undisputed fight. You got Fury, Usyk. You got AJ Fury, huge fight. But I think this takes cake. I think you got Fury, AJ, who brings the British crowd, and you got Wilder, who brings the American crowd. I think this is the biggest fight in boxing at the moment, and I think it's tough to pick an A side. I think Wilder goes in favourite, which I don't think he would have done 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago, the bruiser, brutal AJ that come off the back of that Klitschko fight, I think he'd have gone in favourite. He'd have been favourite to win that fight. But now, now he's a self admitted thinker, overthinker actually. And you got Wilder, who just wants to kill everyone. I think Wilder's going to be our favourite, isn't he? I think most people pick Wilder to win. If AJ can see the final bout, AJ outboxes him. That's not even close, of course, but it's not going to. Let's be honest. Well, AJ's going to get caught. This is whether he's got that killer instinct to hurt Wilder first and jump on him when he does so, if he does so. But in terms of an A side, again, I think you got AJ bringing the British crowd. I think you got Wilder bringing the American crowd. So I think yeah, Saudi Arabia is probably the right place to get this done. You haven't got a home advantage. You haven't got Wilder doing it in Madison Square Garden or New York or LA or Vegas. You haven't got AJ in Wembley or Tottenham Hotspur or even O2 or Cardiff. Although I'm English. I'd love to have seen it here. You know what I mean? Like I'd love to have seen it here. Buy some tickets and head down. I went and watched the AJ Usyk, and the atmosphere there, just Tottenham Hotspur. Wow, that new stadium, and you can really tell it's wow. Um, and I'd love to see that the biggest fight, in my opinion, the biggest fight in boxing today, take place there, or Wembley. But I mean, look, we saw AJ Jermaine Franklin. AJ a few years back would have no problem. No, I mean, out in a stadium fight, any AJ fight in a stadium fight. Of course, this is different. This is AJ Wilder. Um, but yeah, I think Saudi Arabia is the best place to do it. You know, get all if anyone's got any spare tickets, see what Bangkok's saying, see if I can fly out there. Get your money. Get your money, sell as a pay-per-view, just make millions, probably hundreds of millions each, and just get out of there. If I were you, and again, no home advantage almost. It's hard to pick an A side. They're both defeated. Neither of them have a belt. Um, but in the meantime, you know, I'd like to see them fight again. I think if that's in December. But DAZN have already come out and said that their plan for AJ never was to fight twice this year. The plan wasn't to wait till December. The plan was to get him out 3 times. AJ's come out and said he'd be happy to fight. It's up to his coach. Derek James is obviously going to say yes. You know, Eddie Hearn's going to be up for it because he gets more money. So why not? I've already said Dillian White. I think that's the fight for him. I think after the Jermaine Franklin performance, Dillian White. I think if Joyce hasn't activated that rematch clause, I think that's probably the way to go. If you're fighting Wilder in December, you got to look at it and you got to go. Joyce isn't a bad decision. If you're fighting Wilder in December, you got Joyce, who's a taller guy. He's quite heavy-handed. He's slower. Not the best boxer, not the best defense. You're looking at Wilder, you're looking at Joyce. They're not the same. And of course, Wilder got that hand, the heavy right hand. But other than that, I think Joyce poses more of a threat. Wilder, of course, by that I mean Wilder poses a bigger threat, but not including the right hand. I think Joyce is a bigger threat. Joyce is going to be harder to put down. We've seen him that granite chin be tested recently, but it's going to be harder to put down. He's going to be a slightly better boxer. He's going to be putting more pressure on you than a 15.5 stone Wilder can. So I go for Joyce. I think if it hasn't activated that rematch clause, get it on with Joyce in the summer, and then get in there with Wilder. And I think for Wilder, you're looking at Dillian White, still a good choice. Got got Sanchez, you got Cody potentially, maybe Ruiz potentially, to try it with in the summer. Get up there, get a high standard fight. You don't want to fight a Robert Helenius or someone like that, or in the nicest way, Jermaine Franklin. You want to fight someone higher than that if you're going to know the top 5 guy. The winnable one. That's why I don't think it will be Joyce for AJ, because I think it's winnable. Of course it is. But I think it's too risky. Joyce coming off the back of a loss. He wants to get that win back. He'll have that fire in his belly, because that will be, I mean, at his age, that will be make or break. So I just think they'll go for Dillian White, and I think that's great. Good, get it on in the summer. Another big fight, another big one. See how they can do, and then get it on in Christmas. And do you know what I was gonna say? It's make or break for both of those two in the summer, and then Christmas. Sorry, I don't think it is. I don't think 2 top 5 heavyweights. Of course, the winner is fine. I don't think for the loser. I don't think that's the end. I was going to say another loss in their career, so in such quick succession. I mean, you look at AJ, Ruiz, but he avenged that nice and easy. And then it's Usyk. How bad's that? You can't losing to Usyk's not bad at all. And you got Wilder, Fury, losing to Fury. Losing to Fury is not bad at all. So if they lose the loser of this fight, AJ or Wilder, again you got Joyce. If he's taken the rematch from fighting Zhang, and then you can fight Joyce in the summer. You got the up and comers to maybe get on with. You got Dillian White if that's not done. You got Ruiz 3 for AJ or Ruiz for Wilder. For AJ, I'd still like to see Fury, because both British heavyweights want to see Fury. Wilder, probably Fury as well. That's just going to happen. Wilder's got Usyk. There's still some big fights out there, win or lose, I think, for both of them. And of course, the winner's back in title contention. I think WBC are going to jump on this. And they're going to go, right, the winner is going to be ordered to fight Tyson Fury next for WBC. They're going to move to number one. They're going to be mandatory. The winner fights Fury next, gets ordered. I think they'll chuck another belt in there as well. I think one of these, these fucking made up magic belts they keep chucking on everything. They'll have one of these to this, I think, as well. And I think it's winner's great. Winner takes all the gold, the marbles, so to speak. But I mean, even if you lose, there's so much out there for you. But look, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just hope it gets confirmed here. Let's just hope the next few days gets confirmed, and if it does, I'm here for it. But anyway, in the meantime, take care of yourself. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Again, look after yourself, people, and thank you very much for watching.